I want to get your view. It's on music and it's about social media in general. Before this pandemic hit, it was a big deal. It stays to be a big deal. It's going to be a big deal from now moving forward. There's so much out there, so is it just going to be even more competitive now? Or do you think you have to be better at what you do now because there's so much out there, because that everything is digital?
So what I really think about that is that the pandemic helped everybody, stay at home and turn to, YouTube and all social media more. But it's a bigger race now. It's way bigger because everybody that decided to stay home has picked up new talents. Like myself, as soon as I got, on unemployment and stayed home, I decided to just learn how to edit music on my computer and then started, pushing out music. And I'm not the only person. So there's like millions of people that's doing it because they're staying home. And the thing to do the hardest thing is to get yourself out.
Yeah. When
everybody else is getting themselves out at the same time. So it was easier before when everybody was busy working. And then, out of nowhere, you'll pop up like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Because people were so busy with their lives. But, you have that passion. But now everybody has that same passion because everybody wants to be a rapper or, a singer now out of nowhere when they never had that motive. They think it's like a quick buck or if he makes music, I can make music too. But the thing
Sorry, go ahead, Grace.
No, I was just gonna say. So, how are you standing out? Like, what are you doing?
We were talking about that actually. While right before we started this, is they're in a sea of artists or a sea of podcasts or a sea of creators. Right? There's so many, and you may have really good content, maybe not. Who knows? Maybe you have 1 million views, or maybe you don't, or 1 million subscribers, or maybe you don't. How do you know if it's not catching on? How do you figure out, okay, is it the exposure because there's so many fish in the sea? Or is it the content? How did you figure that out? Because you've got more subscribers than I've, dreamed about. So, how did you, I know we spoke about this a little bit on the phone, but, how did you figure that out? Or did you just go full throttle on what you wanted to do and it caught on,
Well, I started pushing my content out more and spreading it throughout a lot of social medias, even platforms that people don't even use anymore, because I know some people will still use it and see me. There's Instagram promotions, there's Facebook promotions. Once in a while when you're watching a Facebook video, my video will pop up if I paid for that promotion. It will pop up as an ad. Mm-hmm. But, it's about the amount of money that you put into yourself to put yourself out there, because most people are just pushing themselves out there by just clicking and uploading. But if you push yourself out there and then add money towards it, because you feel like you can make it and you can do it, then you might be losing some money, but in the future you will gain it all right back.